forest?
I can't tell you that. It's a secret. They don't even know that, like, the real people, the real humans out there, from what I've read, the little books and stuff that I found, they don't even know that Moogles are real. That is not a pom-pom on his head. That looks like a fucking monster from Resident Evil.
Then what
So, like, and then talking, he's the only one that can understand the Moogle. Nobody else can. And he was like, do you know how nice it's been to have somebody to talk to after all this time? When we first started the game, he was like, crazy. But, yeah.
You going to tell me?
Nothing. I was just making sure I hadn't said anything I wasn't supposed to.
And if you had?
You don't want to know.
You're not from the... Well?
I can't tell you that. It's a secret.
What were you going to tell me? And if you had?
Goodbye. Oh my god. I don't have vertigo. I have like anxiety, like a panic disorder. It comes and goes, and it makes my heart elevate really, really fast. Like, I know my grandma has like a little bit of vertigo. I think she has the same thing I have, which we don't know what it is. But I get really, really dizzy. My arm goes numb, my chest gets tight. Sometimes it feels like I'm gonna pass out. Sometimes my eyes, like, I can't see for a minute. I'll go completely blind, which is scary. And I'll breathe through it, or I'll take a nap or something, and I'll wake up and it'll be gone. But it's a scary feeling that I'm tired of feeling like that. I wish I want answers. I've been to a cardiologist. I've been to all kinds of doctors. Nobody has any idea what it is. But it's like something to do with my brain. My heart rate will hit like 180. That's what I think. That's what I think, Kenny. But I don't know. I told the doctor that this is what it felt like for me. That I don't know if this is what it is, but what I felt like, I was like, I'm not a doctor. I don't know how our body works. I do know that people can get blood clots and stuff like that. I have factor V, which is a blood clotting disorder where you're more likely to get a blood clot than another person, just the way that your blood is. But I was like, it feels like I have a blood clot in my body that floats around and gets stuck. And when it gets stuck up here somewhere. And then, like, when it gets stuck, my body goes into panic mode, makes my arm go numb, makes my chest get tight, makes me feel all these weird things. And, like, my heart still pumps, right? And it pushes that blood clot until it pushes it for loose again. So, like, it gets stuck for just a second, and then the blood builds up behind it and pushes it through. And then I'm fine. But that's whenever, like, after it does that, my body, I get the shakes. I feel like I'm freezing ice cold. And, it's really, really bad. Like, it takes a while. And I feel like I just ran a whole fucking mile. That's what it feels like. And the doctor's like, you know, that's plausible that something that could actually be a thing, but it's hard to test for that. Like, the only time they find and can confirm that somebody has a blood clot in their body is whenever it is standing, like, or at a certain spot they can see and use an ultrasound machine and look at and all that. They cannot say, like, indefinite, yes, you have a blood clot that's floating in your body, unless they can see it. But they also can't say that I don't. So, and if I did have a blood clot that was doing that, it would be considered mini strokes, Kenny, because that's what a stroke is. It's like where blood clots up in a certain area. But yeah. Yeah, I know. But I don't feel like it's. I feel like it doesn't stay very long. Like it's there for just a second, and like I said, the blood builds up behind it, pushes it through, and it just keeps floating. Like it's not huge, but it's not tiny either. It's big enough to get stuck sometimes and get pushed through. And I feel like, I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Just like a thought. It's what it feels like. Okay. I'm not trying to. I'm just trying to tell you what I think.
Tell me this is all you...
We don't know for a fact, but I'm pretty sure that's what killed my dad, is a blood clot. He had a blood clot in his leg. They were going to do surgery and whatever, but they didn't get to do it. They didn't get around to doing it because his Medicaid hadn't hit, which it came like a week later. He was never confirmed to have factor V, but other people in our family, like his line, have had it. It's mainly in men. It was hilarious. Everybody's like, it's mainly in men, so Mandy doesn't have to worry about it. Da 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 da. And I was like, I have the shittiest look out of all of my siblings. I'm going to get tested. I went and got tested, positive. And I was just like, well, guess I'm a man. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what killed my dad. His blood clot that was in his leg moved either to his lung or his heart, maybe his brain. I believe it may be his lung because they said that he was like, his breathing got weird, like raspy almost. I wasn't there, I don't know, but yeah. Let's talk about other stuff. I don't want to talk about stuff that scares the shit out of me because I don't need more anxiety. It makes it worse. Okay.
You make it sound like I asked you to save the world.
Tell me, this is...
It's most of what I need. After you left, I went over the figures again, and I realised I'd forgotten a 1 and a 0.
And...
And a cogwheel. Just a tiny one. Though, that's the problem. Gears that small are a bastard to make, and I may have lost the one Blackthorn spent a fortnight toiling over.
Wait. The children... When they took apart your scales, there was a tiny brass gear. Now that I think about it, they didn't use it when we put the scales...
The young'uns? But why would the... You know what? I'll keep working on the model. You go and find...
Has Midadol mentioned a new project yet?
Not exactly.
Sid!
She wasn't hiding. She's just busy working on it.
A new invention? Is it an airship?
Do you think she'll let us help?
That just so happens to be why I'm here. She needs something special, something only a brass gear. A tiny one. One that might fit on, say, a set of scales.
Oh, the one...
So did my dad.
Forgot! We remember.
Similar thing, but
We
not
saved
the
it,
same.
just in case. It's in the bag of...
Since your lesson, we've been disassembling, then reassembling everything we can find. All the pieces that are left over, we keep under our beds. Just
That's...
Look,
Good.
I found... Is that all? Just the gear? We have more...
that's all for now. But I'll let Mid know about your...
Thanks, Sid.
Just a run back and forth, right? Yeah, it is. I'm getting sleepy.
Well?
They did. And they kept it somewhere nice.
Will it work? He's
What exactly are you going to use it for?
only the most the wings aren't going to move on their own. But with the right cog in the right place... Well, you just wait and... That should do it. Here goes nothing. Titan's tits.
It wasn't supposed to fly, was it?
Of course it was supposed to fly. Wouldn't be much of an airship if it didn't. Honestly, these bloody engines are driving me mad. I was so sure this would be the day she soared. The Mithril engine was made to make
That's what I
dreams come
said.
true.
That's why I said she reminds me so much of Riku. Her style, her face, her hair.
But maybe this is one dream the world's better off without. Show folk how to take flying. It won't be long till they're raining death down on each other. People will lose their homes, children, their mums and their dads. Like I lost mine.
Aww.
I'm sorry.
So am I, Clive. So am I. Sorry that I have to choose. Do I follow my head? Or do I follow my heart?
You follow your heart, sweetheart.
Good question. The first time I stood on the deck of your ship, felt the wind in my hair. It was like I was flying. But imagine how it would feel to actually do it.
My dad always said there were two ways of living life. Chasing a dream or shuffling to your grave. And he were right. Right about a lot of things. Not that I like to admit it. People need dreams to chase. Especially in a world like this. Right. When this is over, I'm gonna take all my Mithril engines to Zemeckis and sling them over the edge. I won't have my dream end up turning into someone else's nightmare.
But all that hard work.
All that hard work will not be used for war, Jamie. But it ain't like it'll be gone. Tell me, Clive, have you ever been on a treasure hunt?
Not since Joshua and I were boys. Why do you ask?
Because I'm gonna bury the engine schematics and leave behind a little riddle telling people where to find them. A really hard one, so that only the most dedicated dreamers will ever be able to work it out. Ooh, I can picture it now. Some daft general squinting at the words with a gormless expression on his mug. Like that one, yeah.
Right.
It's too big.
Of course, if I'm putting this engine at the end of a treasure hunt, I'll still need to make it a treasure worth hunting for. Won't be much of a prize if it couldn't even make a toy boat fly after all. My dad always said, dream big. But it ain't the size of a dream that's important, is it, Clive? Only that it's a good one. And I reckon I've got a fair few good uns left in me.
I'm sure you do.
messed something up because I didn't hear the end of that. That big old beast was right there. I mean, he was right there.
I can walk from here. This must be the orphanage. Hopefully the registry is still here.
Today's exercises will consist of press yard, 20 sandbags of such duration as instructor shall dictate. The furnace, burn intensity to be gradually increased. Burn intensity to be gradually increased. Live combat, 1 on 3 hellhounds depending on performance.
Conditioning. This is nothing short of torture.
Hereby incorporates this institution wherein juvenile bearers are to be granted the opportunity to give themselves in service to the state as soldiers. Trainees succumbing to the crystal's curse or otherwise perishing are to be disposed of with all haste. Uncursed. Bearer disposal within its bounds is punishable by death.
Disposed of. Herman wasn't exaggerating. It's a wonder he survived this place. I need to find that registry.
I've recently learned that my own daughter was among the children turned to stone by the brutal training I subjected them to. I had not so much as thought of her since handing her over to the authorities as a babe, but inquiries with the military confirmed it. It was her. I had been torturing my own flesh and blood, and now I see her everywhere. Today one of the children smiled at me in the hope of receiving a few scrapes from my table. It was her smile, the smile she inherited from her mother, the mother I killed for giving birth to a bearer. Their ghosts have all come back to haunt me. My daughters, my wife's, all of them, all those children. So many have died at my hand. I can bear the guilt no longer, and so I have decided tomorrow I too must die. It will be the last order I give those poor wretches, the last torment I subject them to. I will command them to tear me limb from limb and enter my accursed corpse beneath the white tree whose crooked hands reach to the sky in supplication. and beside me, my shame, my curse, the record of all their names, all those I have wronged. The tree.
This reads like a suicide note. Did the director go through with his plan? There's only one way to find out.
My head is killing me. I've got to hurry.
A forked white tree. This must be the place. Could he really be buried? There's something hidden among the roots.
Hi, Philip. We're about to end the live. I'm not feeling my best. I've got a horrible, horrible migraine.
This must be the registry.
Hans, 10 years old. Lithification. Alfred, 9 years old. Succumbed to conditioning. Franz, 12. Lithification. Paulina, 10 years old. Emaciation. Starved to death. That's awful. Bruno, 11. Disciplined for attempted flight. Joanna, 12 years old. Disciplined for attempted flight. Renard, 9 years old. Succumbed to conditioning. Marta, 10. Lothra, 12. Lithification. Dietrich, 11. Emaciation. Starved.
So many names.
It's okay, I'm about to go to sleep.
Slaughterhouse. Where is the architect of all this misery? It was only a matter of time, I suppose. This place is cursed. Nice try.
I'm getting so mad. I'm taking this off. I can never use it. See, every time. Every fucking time. It never fails taking it off. That move. Oh no, I don't feel good. My head's hurting really bad. I'm having like a spell, I think. I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure. I'm not a positive, but like, I feel like I am. It's not a bad one, but I feel weird. Well, it's always better for me to sleep when I get like that.
I'm done here. Let's get the registry back to Herman.
Okay. All those are done. Got two 2 left. And we'll be done with all our side missions and we can beat the game. We could probably beat the game tomorrow. Oh, start Requiem.
Do you think they'll come back?
Of course they will. It's just a big crystal. How hard could it be?
You get out there and fight that big crystal, you dumb bitch.
Still alive, are ya? It'd better all be here.
Where's my dog?
Brother, I put Father's helm in your chambers. He should be with you when his vision is finally realized.
Thank you, Joshua.
Ah, don't mention it.
Oh. Thank you, Dean. That really means a lot. I'm hoping it's just a headache. It's just like attacking a certain part of my head right now. It's like the back corner. Usually it's like the whole area, but this is just like this side of my head, right in the back and down towards like my neck. Between my head and my neck, right in the middle.
I hear, did you by any chance?
I did.
If I may, the bearer. The director was a brutal man.
The registry was all I found beneath the tree. There was no sign of a body. Nor any record of what happened to the children after the orphanage closed.
I pray that at least some of them survived. All their names are here. The ones we lost. My friends. My light in those dark times. I can still remember their faces.
Honestly, usually when the back of my neck hurts, it's like right in the dead center, all the way across. But this is like in the center, but on the right side, or the left side. This is my left. Yeah, this is my left. It's like in the center, but towards the left-hand side instead of in the dead center. It's weird. Never had a headache like this. But I think it's like a tension headache. I'm gonna just go in there and take an Excedrin.
Yesterday. Children who were taken from their bunks in the morning. Never to return. No explanation, never off.
They'd be happy to know that you survived, Herman.
But why did I make it out alive? When so many others died?
It's not your fault. And blaming yourself won't see that their names live on.
I'm going to write a book. An account of all of Valisthea will know in the name of those I lost.
Neither will I.
These records would have been buried for all the...
Alrighty then. I'm gonna go ahead and fast travel, actually. I'm gonna go ahead and fast travel here, pet my dog, save it. Get this mission, do it. Tomorrow we'll get the mission, do it, and then...
Fetch!
Maybe.
When
I
did
feel like
you
it's
get
my
so
anxiety.
brave?
Oh, this is like my sweet cure.
I feel good, boy.
Yep. Alright guys. I hope everybody had a good time. I'm gonna look and see if there's anybody I can raid tonight. If not, then retry, but if so, then awesome. Oh! Old guy ADD is playing level or retro games. I can't tell what he's playing actually. Yeah, let's raid. Thank you, Dean. That's sweet. I love you, buddy. Love you too, Kenny. Good night, buddy. Everybody go say hi to old guy ADD for me. He's a good guy. He's a really good streamer. And I really enjoy his content, so I know you guys will too. See you guys later.